Welcome to the Twist News. I'm Erika Grey. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni just celebrated 1 year in office, and it didn't take too long for the media outlets to start reviewing her, and as usual, they're billing her as a right-wing extremist, and it's the same rhetoric from story to story. But I have to tell you, I've been with her Brothers of Italy group, and I've been with European Conservatives and Reformist Party, and they're really moderate and middle of the road, and they provide a much needed balance to EU affairs. But the topic of this video is Giorgia Meloni, who is Europe's Iron Lady. That's right, Iron Lady. Now, there was a previous Iron Lady, and Giorgia Meloni is walking in her footsteps. And the previous Iron Lady was, of course, Margaret Thatcher, who served as the UK's longest-serving prime minister during the 20th century. And she implemented policies that were known as Thatcherism. Margaret Thatcher also became known for her tough stance in EU affairs. That's right, she was very tough in those meetings with the council. And her most famous is her no, no, no statement in response at then European Commission President Jacques Delors, who had launched the Maastricht Treaty and the Europe of today. It's known as the house that Jacques built. And on his proposals for European integration in October of 1990, she said no, no, no. And she often spoke against Brussels because she felt that there was too much power in the center, and she was tough in negotiations. Well, who is now in her footsteps but Giorgia Meloni? Giorgia Meloni, who came in power in October of 2022. Giorgia Meloni is becoming a recognized leader on the world stage and within the European Union. And we see her many times with Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, from dealing with Italy's floods, the Tunisia deal, the India-Middle East Economic Corridor. So Giorgia Meloni is becoming a very recognized leader and known within the European Union. And Italy is a key member of the European Union. And I talk on this program about the German and French axis. But next in line is Italy. And so we have Emmanuel Macron, Olaf Scholz, and now Giorgia Meloni, a conservative. And she is a fiery voice as well. And I'm going to play you a clip from the Africa Diaspora channel of her going at Emmanuel Macron. This is not a woman who is afraid to speak her mind. And this is why I'm dubbing her the Iron Lady, and the fact that she's now walking in the footsteps of Margaret Thatcher in EU affairs.
L'oro che questo bambino si infila in un cunicolo per tirare fuori finisce per lo più nelle casse dello Stato francese. Allora la soluzione non è prendere gli africani e spostarli in Europa, la soluzione è liberare l'Africa da certi europei che la sfruttano e consentire a queste persone di vivere di quello che hanno.
E chi, come la Francia, continua a sfruttare l'Africa, stampando moneta per 14 nazioni africane sulle quali applica il signoraggio, facendo lavorare bambini nelle miniere, estraendo materie prime come accade in Niger, dove la Francia estrae il 30% dell'uranio che gli serve a far camminare le centrali nucleari e il 90% dei nigerini vive senza elettricità. Non ci venire a fare lezioni, Macron, perché l'Africa scappa da voi e la soluzione non è spostare gli africani in Europa, è liberare l'Africa da certi europei. Non accettiamo lezioni.
You gotta love her. She's fiery. She's not afraid to speak her mind. And she really stands up for Italy. I want to play you a clip from her speech at the UN.
On one hand, there are nations that exist because they reflect humankind's innate need to feel a sense of belonging to a community, to a certain people, and to be able to share with others the same historical memory, the same laws, the same customs and traditions, in a word, one's identity.
She stands up for Italy and provides a much-needed voice. It is very unfair to Giorgia Meloni that every journalist that seems to come out and write about her seems to want to talk about and provide misinformation. Euronews wrote, Giorgia Meloni, 1 year at the helm of Italy's most right-wing government since 1946. That is pure clickbait. They are moderate. The Conservatives and Reformist Party, which she heads, are truly moderates. But let me show you what this journalist is calling right-wing. And I've done this in a previous video more extensively, but I'm going to just give you a brief clip of the Brothers of Italy, this extreme right-wing, wait a minute, Euronews said, most right-wing government since 1946. My goodness, they sound like a bunch of Nazis. I want to show you what they look like when nobody's looking. Yeah, that's right. They're dancing the tarantella. The important voice is this, that at the European level, there's so many decisions that can be made, but there's still decisions that are best left at the nation state level. And one of the issues that Italy is facing is building up its southern region. The tourism is almost non-existent in that part of Italy, and that problem can be solved at the nation state level, not at the European level. And there's the principle of subsidiarity, which originated, by the way, with the Catholic Church. It's a Catholic principle, and it's enshrined in the treaties. And the idea is that what should be done at the European level should be done at the European level, and what should be done at the nation state level should be taken care of there. And that's what she is an advocate of, essentially. That's what the European conservatives and reformists are saying, and some of their proposals are absolutely brilliant to address some of the issues and build up their nations. Also, she's right concerning what she stated at the UN about the identity of the various peoples, because that's really what makes the European Union very unique. But Giorgia Meloni is no doubt Europe's Iron Lady. She's there. She seems to have a grasp of what should be taken care of at the European level and what should be taken care of at the nation state level. And she is a strong leader for her country, a tough lady, the Iron Lady of Europe. So, unlike the other journalists who are calling her the most right-wing, having been with her Brothers of Italy and with her European Conservative and Reformist Party, I can tell you that she is an asset. She is a balance to the French and German, and may the triad of France, Germany, and Giorgia Meloni's Italy help steer the European Union. So for more, be sure to subscribe to The Twist and check out our Amazon store, and stay tuned for more.